Welcome everybody to the Rolex Horror Show, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the detail of what goes on when bad things happen to nice watches. But first, let's have a look at the TikTok video that's appearing to my left here, because this video I put up recently has had nearly half a million views, and all it is a few seconds of a pressure test on a Rolex Explorer case that went fine. So it got me thinking. I thought, what if I was to show everybody what happens, you know, in this room right here when things don't go so well? Because, you know, these watches are very, very lovely, but we've got water with rust and pressure, and we've got trauma, you know, the things being smashed, and we've also got the just everyday gunge and dirt, and I'm going to show you all of that coming up in this video now. So buckle up, because here comes the Rolex Horror Show. And first up is a Rolex Lady Datejust, which came to me when its owner had been painting the outside of the house with her small child, who proceeded to paint the watch with masonry paint. Her husband then grabbed the watch in a panic and put it in the sink to wash the paint off. And as he scrubbed it vigorously, it flew across the kitchen floor and smashed on the opposite wall. And it is not a pretty sight. So I fixed up the watch. You're going to see it broken and then fixed. Brace yourselves for the smashed Rolex Lady Datejust. Okay, and here is the Rolex that we're going to be repairing and servicing in this video. And as you can see, it's had a little accident. The glass crystal there has been shattered at about the 5 o'clock position. Quite why I'm pointing that out, I don't know, because it's pretty obvious. I have also put it on the time grapher, and it is losing about 20 seconds a day in pretty much all of the positions. Look just how straight and steady that readout is. That is the readout from a nicely serviced and regulated 2135 Rolex. Okay, so here's the final finished article there, and I think, although I say so myself, what shouldn't, it is looking pretty fine and smart and lovely. And next up is a lovely vintage piece. It's a 1970 Oyster Perpetua, which at some point had a severe shock, which had caused the watch to run really, really fast. But when I opened up the watch to find out what was causing that, I discovered that the watch was trying to cut itself apart at some point. But the interesting bit is the escapement. As we come in here, you can see that the hairspring appears to have been thrown over the top of this elongated stud screw, and even to have cut its own little channel in there. I don't know whether you guys can see that. Anyway, yeah, if you look there, it looks almost, maybe it's sawed. It's quite hard steel, that, so maybe it's sawed itself a channel in there with the motion, gentle motion over the years, just doing that. Anyway, it is, as you can see, the hairspring's not working at all properly. So yeah, let's get this apart.
Hello everyone. I was speaking to Richard the other evening on the phone, and he asked me, could I possibly do a short little video with an update on this lovely old Rolex what he serviced for me last year. needless to say, running sweet as anything, no problems whatsoever. I wouldn't expect anything less from Richard.
And next up is a Rolex Datejust from 1990. And it's fair to say that when I received this watch, it was a little bit dirty.
Oh yes, we are growing some stuff inside this bracelet. We need a really good clean of this. When we do this, this bracelet is going to end up looking really nice. And I think we've also got quite a lot of gunge on the watch case itself.
Next up is a Rolex homage watch. It is an Invicta Pro Diver. Now, in fairness to this watch, I knew that there was a crack in the back of the exhibition case back. So I decided to see if it would hold up with the crack in the pressure testing tank.
Okay, that's the watch down in the water then. As for the picture, we will see. Shit. Move the back off.
And finally, we get to see what havoc is caused inside a Rolex when water does get in. Now, thankfully, this is a rare event, but you do have to keep the crown screwed down when you wear the watch in the shower. Nightmares, especially because you will have noticed in that last video that there was no I made it better part of the video, and that's because that rusted out Lady Datejust special edition is on the bench behind me here, and I'll be shooting the restoration of that potentially beautiful watch again very soon, so you need to subscribe so you don't miss that. But for the moment, that's all I've got for you, so God bless, and click here or click here.